Hello, Mr. Amida. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Hello, Aizen. Good morning, sir. Good morning, guys. How's it going? Oh, it's finding this... the chair? No, it's not. There we go. How are you guys doing? You had a good Sunday? Sorry, I didn't didn't stream yesterday. It's a bit annoying with the camera like this. Put that here. I'm doing fine. That's great to hear. Put this here. Is it just me or is Discord laggy, guys? Seems very laggy sometimes. I had some huge problems yesterday with Discord. Programming. Microsoft kills WordPad. Oh no, mental outlaw YouTube. Why's that?
There's only a handful of people in this world that I think...
I clicked on YouTube, brother.
There's only a handful of...
That is loud enough. Oh, great. Just as I start streaming, my headset goes empty. God damn it. Alright. Yo, guys. Hey, Romco. How's it going, bro? So we're gonna do some C++ game dev today. I gotta be honest, I kinda don't wanna do it. I'm a little bit burned out of all of this game dev. But those days you have to, particular those days, you have to do something. Otherwise you are gonna fail. Failing is not struggling on some days. Failing is quitting. Oh, real super cool. You have a new color? Little bit darker than usual. How's it going, bro? It will pass, right? Yes, it will pass, Aizen. Motivation is the cause of action. No, motivation is a result of action, not the cause to action. No, you haven't. You actually haven't. It's just shown in a different color here. On the stream chat in OBS. It was a lie, bro. It was actually a lie. You have your usual color there. Okay. Like, is this interesting? Microsoft kills WordPad?
People in this world that there's only a handful of people in this world that I think can appreciate or really even just understand the beautiful...
I actually have been using WordPad to write some stuff. I like it, to be honest. Like, you do tab, not tab, the Windows key, and then you do WordPad. boom, start, and you know, and you make this a little bigger if you want to, and then you say, this just works. And I wonder if it does have build. It does have the Diablo font in there as well. For those of you who don't know what this is the Diablo font. You know. And this editor is great. It has everything that you want. Mostly, you know, when writing simple text. And it doesn't have any fancy bullshit that you don't need. I wonder what's Microsoft doing to it. Now, this is on Windows 10, I should add, right? So,
am I so out of touch?
My man, Celshel Seashore, thank you so much, bro. I appreciate it, man. What a fucking big dick supporter. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Relationship between the Libre man and his text editor. As a Vim user myself, I went from having no idea how to quit Vim to realizing that there's rarely ever a reason to want to quit Vim because you can do just about anything with Vim. I mean, it truly is one of the most clutch programs that I have installed on my system right now. I've got it riced the way that I want it with a bunch of useful plugins installed, and so you could say I'm a bit of a Vim
what does this have to do with
But of course, there's
Notepad?
other text editors out there that the Libre man might be using, and some text editors that people get even more enthusiastic about, like with Emacs users. Some of them get to the point where they literally live within Emacs.
No.
Like they'll use.
Hey.
Just subscribed. Big tick support for 2 years.
My man,
Hey,
does
Cakez,
DJ.
good to see you again.
My man.
How are you today? All better now?
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. Yes, thanks for asking. I feel better now. Yesterday I felt a lot better already. To the point where I could actually play soccer, which was, I thought I couldn't play. Because on Saturday I still had a very light headache. And towards the end of the stream, the headache would get worse. But man, thank you. Thank you very much for asking. Yeah, I feel a lot better now. I think everything's gone now. I'm healthy again. And I can keep going. That was really shitty. Yeah, take care, man. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. And thank you so much for the support, man. Thank you. What a kind person.
Use it to browse the web. They'll use it for their email, and basically their
Holy shit, this intro drags on, man.
whole
Okay, come
operating
on.
system just becomes one giant bootloader for Emacs. But even though I love Vim so much, it wasn't my first text editor, and
Now,
GNU
what does
Linux
this
wasn't
have to
even my first
do
operating system. Like
with
so
the
many
editor?
people out there, I used Windows first, and while I'm pretty sure that the first text editor I ever used was probably Notepad or possibly even an early version of Word, like from Office 98. The most
gifting 20 subs to the community.
My man, holy shit.
Am I so
Goodness.
out of touch?
Holy
Ashton
shit.
Hobbs just subscribed. Big tick support for 15 years.
Holy shit, Mr. Amida. Thank you so much for gifting 20 community subs. Holy shit, man. I don't know what to say, bro. Hopefully it's more than Twitch Prime. You guys remember the Twitch Prime? Oh man, I don't know what to say. You're being too fucking generous, man.
I so out of
The
touch?
fact that you are doing
No.
a website for me and helping me with a website is already way too much. Thank you so much, man. What an incredible person. Holy fucking shit. Thank you. And Ashnops, of course. Like, I appreciate you too, man. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Hello, Valigo. Easy boost to tier 11 a hype train. Well, really? Tier 11? Wow. Holy fucking shit. Delicious. It's fucking cold. It's been sitting here. You know, when I was in Munich, the person, my wife's girlfriend, her friend, she gifted me this cup. It's a plastic coffee cup that you can reuse. Really cool. Your wife's girlfriend? I don't know how you say that in English. My wife's friend, but it's a female. You know.
Influential Microsoft text editor.
Can I just say that we are 1 minute 30 seconds into this fucking video and he hasn't uttered a single word about WordPad? It's literally more than 10% of the video. Now, I don't want to be toxic or anything, you know, because people in this game development community, they're like, oh, this guy says something bad about this YouTuber. Sorry. It's annoying.
My life was actually WordPad.
Aha!
And here's why. Some of you have
There it
probably
is.
had a similar situation of this that made you appreciate WordPad. So when I was going to school, probably around 6th grade, we started doing most of our writing assignments on the computer. In fact, I think the schools started getting like some new computers around that time, and I think like my first standardized test was around that time too, like the first one that was on a computer. But anyway, we started doing more assignments on the computer, and I really liked that because I had crappy handwriting. I've always had really crappy handwriting, and I think around 5th or 6th grade was also when I started playing RuneScape, or RuneScape 2, you know, what
I
people
never
would
played
call
that
old
game,
school
man.
RuneScape today.
Now that's some
And
actual
so
content.
That really got me learning how to type well, like to actually know where the keys were without looking.
Oh, he means like the 10-finger typing. Yeah, you learn that in gaming. You don't learn that doing assignments in school. You learn that in an MMO because you're starting to shit on people. So, you know, fuck is the first thing that you learn, and noob and GG, you know, stuff like that. And L2P, learn to play, you know, so stuff like that. That's how you start.
At it, and I'm not sure how many words per minute I type, but you know, I got pretty good because it's got RuneScape has this whole chat feature, and you know, it's a very social game. And most of the kids in middle school at that time, I think, were still faster with like pen and paper or pencil and paper, but I was the opposite, right? I was faster at creating text on a computer than with a pen and paper. Now at my school, all of the computers had Microsoft Word on them, right? They were all Windows computers, probably.
Yeah, that's what we had in school too. We all used Microsoft Word in school, and I don't know how we got Microsoft Word at home. I think my parents had it, or we got it from school somewhere.
XP at the time, and you would save your documents.
Shouting great commands
as,
mid-fight,
like
pick up groups.
files, and then later on it would be .docx files when that became the new standard in Word. But at first, I'm pretty sure it was .doc.
And everyone's a toxic cunt.
That's all well and good, right? These, you know, those file formats, because then those files could be opened on any other school computer that had Word.
What are we looking at right now? You see out of footage?
On it. But when I got home, right, like if it was a project that I worked on in school and then brought home, I didn't have Microsoft Word on my laptop, and my parents didn't have any copies that they could give me either, and they certainly weren't going to go buy me a copy of Microsoft Word for middle school. So the only computer that we had in the house that had Word on it was my dad's laptop. But
thank you very much, guys, for the support.
That was like an OEM
Such a great
copy
community.
of Word that came with the computer.
You guys
so
are the
there wasn't
best.
any way, or at least back then at that time, I didn't know
But that's you.
if there
Hello
was any
there.
way to get Microsoft Word off of his computer and onto mine. And I probably could have pirated it, but yeah, I didn't want to do that, right? At that age.
Okay, so long story short, you only had Notepad, WordPad. All
Anything
right.
that I had pirated, you know, it was kind of a 50-50 shot whether or not I would end up getting a virus on my computer. So the first
then you gotta learn how to pirate better, bro. Like every single thing I pirated, it would just work, man.
Time
And if you made a mistake, you just reboot, just reinstall your computer.
that I ran into this situation where I had a couple of pages of text from school that were typed out and saved to a .doc format. I was annoyed because I tried opening it up on my laptop in Notepad, and then I just got a bunch of gobbledygook here in the editor, you know, like symbols and other stuff.
Yeah, in Notepad, but WordPad can read it.
Notepad can't handle that, right? Like, I'm pretty sure all Notepad knows how to do is text files and I guess like source code files and stuff like that. But you know,
Source code
rich
files are text files.
formatting and anything more complicated than that, I don't think Notepad is
Never admit to
capable of
crimes on
dealing
stream.
with. So I thought I was going to have to go into my parents' room and type up, you know, finish typing up that document on my dad's laptop, which meant I couldn't tab between.
Holy shit, man. Like, can I just point out that this guy is blabbering for 5 minutes and all he said so far is that Windows shipped with WordPad and WordPad can open up Word files. Linux good, Windows bad, blabbering. Oh my god. Listen, get to the point, man. Get to the fucking point. What do you mean they're destroying it? Tell me what the problem is.
Typing and training combat in RuneScape. But luckily, before I stopped killing rock crabs and logged off on my computer, I tried opening up the project in WordPad, and I was relieved to see that it loaded without any issues. And I was able to keep working on the project and even save it back into a .doc file to continue working on it at school later. Now, of course, WordPad wasn't a true Microsoft Word replacement. It didn't have nearly as many formatting options. You couldn't insert images into
what would
your
happen if
documents,
you
I'm
had
pretty sure.
formats
It
from
didn't have built-in
Word?
spell check or grammar check, but WordPad was literally my first ever comfy text editor. And just like
So just a point on the, you know, why he says comfy. The reason why I think this is comfy is because it doesn't have those options. Those special options that you don't use 99% of the time. It's just like Paint. It just works. And you don't need more, usually. You have all of the basic features. That's it. You know, picture, paint drawing, everything. Very, very simple. No, dude, that's your spectrum speaking. I like options. Yeah, listen, I'm not saying it is for everyone. I'm saying it is for the majority of people. They don't want options, actually. Most people still use Paint. Why do they do that? Well, because it just works.
every other great
And it's also installed already
piece of
on the
Microsoft
system.
software, modern Microsoft has decided to kill it off because of their own.
Why is WordPad being removed from Windows without a viable replacement? So it has been announced that WordPad will be removed from Windows in a future update. What is this being? Of course, are you being dumb? Why is this even a question? Why are they doing it, guys? Tell me. Why are they doing it? Does anyone know? Exactly. Yeah, you know it. Links knows. Links knows. It's so obvious, guys. How can they sell Microsoft Word when there is an editor that ships with Windows that lets you open and save Word files? It's on my machine. I just looked. Yeah, it ships with Windows. You have it on every. If you have Windows, then you have it. Yeah. Of course. Like they didn't do it earlier. I guess they focused on other things. But of course, they want to ramp up their Word sales. And people do not want to download LibreOffice from the internet, you know, to use that. No, they want to use something that is already on the system, like Paint. Why is it being of course, man. There is no real replacement. Yeah, of course, the replacement is the dollars, bro. Okay.
Read. So if we take a look on learn.microsoft.com, they have this page called Deprecated Features for Windows Clients.
Okay.
And, you know, deprecating some of these features makes some sense, right? Like TLS 1.0 and 1.1, that's really outdated and insecure. So it makes sense to me for newer versions of
Over the past several years, internet standards and regulatory bodies have deprecated or disallowed TLS versions 1.0 and 1.1 due to various security issues, starting in Windows 11 Insider Preview builds for September 2023 and continuing in future Windows OS releases. TLS 1.0 and 1.1 will be disabled by default. This change increases the security posture of Windows customers and encourages modern protocol adoption. For organizations that needs to use these versions, there's an option to re-enable TLS. For more information, see that. Okay, so what does this have to do? Oh, I see, WordPad is here. So this has nothing to do with WordPad. WordPad is no longer being updated and will be removed in a future release of Windows. We recommend Microsoft Word. Of course you do. For rich text documents like doc and RTF, and Windows Notepad for plain text documents like TXT files.
Gotcha, bitch.
There's no reason to remove it, of course. Like, I thought this was somehow linked to WordPad, but no.
Windows to just not support it at all. But there's no security issues with using an older version of WordPad or any older text editor for that matter. Like, WordPad doesn't have security issues. It doesn't take up very much space on your computer. Not that Microsoft actually cares about software bloat in the first place. And, you know, it doesn't matter that...
To be honest, it probably doesn't take much. Let's see, how much does it take, WordPad? I'm pretty sure you can go here and then open the file location. And then once you're here, you open the file location again. This is probably everything. Under accessories, you say. Okay, Windows NT accessories. Hey guys, how much is Microsoft Word? Who in chat here has Microsoft Word installed on their system? How much? Clip it and ship it. How much is Microsoft Word in megabytes on your system? I would assume it's more than 10. Now I could be wrong, obviously, right? It could be much less. But then that's nothing. And this is basically, German and English. Most of the stuff comes from, actually no, it's literally just the executable. So it's everything in the game. This is so good. This is so fucking, they put everything in this. And this is just the German and English text. And what do you call localization? Holy, this is such a great program. It's crazy. What? There's no way that's 2 gigabytes. 4? Absolutely not. Thank you, Devs Budgets. Thank you very much for the raid. Appreciate it. Let me give you a shout out. I don't think Mod is online yet. They are discontinuing WordPad and they're going to remove it from the system. Wow, no, that's no way. The whole office is 3.5. Hello, Mr. Streamer. Have you changed your mind about adding Among Us to your game? Shut the fuck up about Among Us in my game, bro. I will not add that, okay? We're not talking about this right now, okay? Stop thinking about it. Make it yourself. What notepad? I could imagine that is 2 gigabytes through Microsoft. No. Listen. Mind 78. You're cute, okay? You're very cute. And so let me explain something to you, okay, mister? WordPad is a program made by professional programmers. Why is that? Well, because it has been with Windows for the longest time. Just like Paint. Let's check on Paint. Paint. Let's check that right here. Let's get ourselves some music here. Hey, man, it's annoying. Do it. System, MS Paint executable. System 32. So it's literally just, and probably some DLLs. I don't think MS Paint is only 900 kilobytes. I'm pretty sure it needs a couple of DLLs to function. However, I don't know exactly which types of DLLs it's loading. So I'm assuming that MS Paint loads in some DLL files that take up a little bit of space. But if we take a look at those DLL files in System 32, we can see that most of those are not that big. So my whole point here is the following. This program right here was made by programmers that actually knew what they were doing before Microsoft blew up into this big ass corporation that you know of it today. And so this program right here is not only very small in size, but also very efficient. Look, let me show you. Don't save. Let's open that. It opens up instantly. Boom, it's there. It's a perfect program, literally. For anyone using this or, you know, writing a lot of text, boom, perfect program, opens up fast, closes fast, probably never hangs or lags. And it doesn't take much. And apparently, the Word executable is only 1.4 megabyte, but it's basically just a launcher, and the app is actually spread through a ton of DLLs. Yeah. See, this is the problem. This is exactly the problem. The bloat that has happened with Microsoft. It's because the newer programs or apps, they call them now, they rely on way too many libraries and things that are actually not really important. And they are bloated as hell. Which slows them down, of course. It's incredible to see that. Yeah, so essentially, like to sum it up again, my point is that these old programs on Windows are actually very efficient programs made by very smart people that have probably already left the company or are now in positions where they don't do this type of stuff anymore, where they don't program these anymore. They're doing other things because obviously over time you rank up in a corporate company, right? If you're doing a good job. Or they have left, of course, they're no longer there. So you will not find something like this anymore. Instead, how about you use like a 2 gigabyte program that is just there to open and save text files. New interns, yeah, probably interns working on that at the moment, exactly. You know, and then after like half a year of working at Microsoft, oh man, let's make a YouTube channel. I am an ex-Microsoft employee. Anyway, so yeah, they are removing this WordPad right now. Yeah, it's crazy to see. This is the entire program is just the executable. It is 2.9 megabytes, almost 3 megabytes, which is nothing. Absolutely nothing. This is what you expect from a very good program. They should advertise this more, but it's free, you know. Why would you do that? All right, turn this off.
That WordPad is no longer being updated because it doesn't need to have any updates. Like, it does what it's supposed to do. It
just works
as a free, minimalist document editor for Microsoft's proprietary .doc and .docx files that have become the standard file format for documents in schools and offices. And of course, Microsoft Word, the program that they're recommending you install instead, that costs money. You've got to pay for, I think it's either a yearly or a monthly subscription, and you got to have a Microsoft account.
You are paying yearly to have that bloat on your system. It's insane. Oh my god. People will buy this, of course. It will ramp up the sales 100%. But again, obviously, that's going to happen.
Of course, you can also use the online version, but that requires an internet connection and a Microsoft account. But they already do that. There's so many hoops you have to jump through just to create a frickin' document on Windows. Like, I can't imagine that WordPad would have actually taken any serious market share away from Microsoft Word. Like, I really doubt Microsoft was competing with themselves in that regard.
No, I think you're wrong. I think you underestimate how many people use this. However, he might be right. It took me a while to understand that this was part of Windows. You know, when you type in Word, it comes up as the first result. However, I never really used it. It was always there. I just downloaded LibreOffice. Not sure why, but I did. I thought it was a dumb editor. I didn't like it in the beginning. Because it wasn't cool enough. Maybe the icon looked bad. Something. I'm an idiot, you know. So yeah.
Like, it just doesn't make any sense because now...
Come on, man. Of course it makes sense. Like, they want more money.
Well, for people in the future that find themselves in a bind, like I was...
And they probably have the analytic data. They can track how many people use WordPad. They have been tracking the data already. Still this video, of course. They have been tracking this already. Of course. They wouldn't do this if they didn't have the data. They have data that tells them a lot of people are using this application. Of course.
In middle school, there might not be able to figure out any solution to continue editing these proprietary file formats at home other than to buy Word. Now, of course, there are open source programs like LibreOffice Writer.
I don't like this. This is shit.
Actually give you even more features than Word.
It's slow, man. It is really. I hate slow programs. Oh god, it's okay, but it's slow and bloated.
Pad does and can still read and write to .doc and .docx formats, but not everybody knows about this wonderful Libre document editor.
It's okay. Don't call it wonderful, man. Like, people accept mediocrity so fast. It's really annoying. It takes a lot of time to start, and it's a bit clunky. I've been using it a lot.
Maybe
it's mediocre, yes.
Don't have internet, like I said, or they don't have administrator access to install a new application. I mean, it's honestly ridiculous that Microsoft...
Try opening LibreOffice on a laptop that is 10 years old, and then you see what it really takes to open up that program. Obviously, if you have a beast machine, it's gonna start fast. But we're not talking about that. Not everyone has this.
First created these proprietary formats, pushed to make them the industry standard, along with pushing to make their operating system the industry standard. But now they don't even want to give you the basic tools with the operating system to process these kinds of files. Like, how can we even call Microsoft Windows a usable desktop operating system anymore when you have to pay a subscription fee to do something as simple?
Dude, it's the same with games. Normies are gonna pay for it, man. Listen, games will become not cheaper. Games will become more expensive in the future because the normal people will pay for it. And because the game developers can get away with it as well. That's why you can pay $100 fucking euros, whatever, for Diablo 4 and still play. People still do that. People still buy the game.
As edited documents.
The same thing here.
At this point, Microsoft
The
might as
normies
well
don't
just
really
go
care.
all in on making this a gaming OS, like optimizing Windows for games and stuff like that. Because
I have so many that just bought Microsoft Word.
Microsoft Windows, and that's got to be the only thing that's really keeping it alive at this point. Because calling Windows a productivity OS anymore is just a bad joke. If
Works
you wanna
fine for
get
me,
some
it's free.
actual work
Yeah, I
done,
mean, I'm not
install
saying
a
it's
JustWorks
bad.
Linux distro, which will give you all the tools you need for editing documents.
Is this guy advertising Linux right now? What? This is not a solution, bro. Like, no one's gonna do that. It's a great solution for someone who really, really cares, but 90% of people just won't.
And spreadsheets
99%
with only
of people.
about half as much bloat and no built-in spyware.
This felt like an ad. This entire video now feels like an ad. Like some great storytelling, a small little problem pointing out, and after that, after he's done, he's advertising for his Linux. Did we just watch an ad, a 10-minute ad? Is this the build-up? Was he cooking this entire time? Oh, great. Guys, join Linux. There we go. Let me link it to you guys. Here you go. Yeah, if you guys want to start Linux, this guy got you covered. There you go. Mint sponsor, yep. What he said is Notepad is dead. Use Linux Mint. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, okay. I mean, WordPad is being removed. Now, guys, for those of you who still want to use it, I think it's simple what you have to do, right? If it works. What you have to do is the following. As far as I understand, all you have to do is take this entire folder right here, copy that somewhere to a USB stick, and you can find this, at least on my machine, it's under C, Program Files, Windows, NT, and then Accessories. You store that, and then you just put it on Windows 12, because they are 100% not going to remove the dependencies this one has. And as far as I can tell, or as far as I'm assuming, now this is an assumption, this doesn't have many dependencies because it was made such a long time ago that there weren't as many dependencies available, and the people that made this actually knew what they were doing. So this program is very efficient and minimal at the same time. So if you want to keep using this, just copy that over. But you're gonna, the majority of people in the future are just gonna buy Word. Which, you know, I guess is fine. If they want to pay for it, you know, let them pay for it. I was similarly outraged when they removed Pinball from XP. Is there no longer Pinball available? Pinball? Oh, it's not Paintball. Wait, Pinball. Yeah, I guess it's no longer there. Interesting. Back when there weren't that many dependencies, Limao. Yeah, I mean, this depends on System 32, probably. Not System 32. What is it? Let's double check. What is it? Build. This depends on, I can tell you in a second. Probably user 32 dependency. But I think that's it. Maybe GDI. What was GDI again? That's it, maybe. Don't think there's much more. I would assume it's user 32. Because it needs to open up a window. That's it.
There's only a handful of...
Okay, so this is annoying. I want to start and stop Spotify. It's perfectly a smooth transition, no? Is it workable? Yes, very much so. Most games work off the bat. I changed my to Mint actually when they forced it in an update to wreck my Windows 7. So after that I went, no, fuck you, MS. No way, I keep using it when you forcefully fuck up my stuff. What did they do, Mind? Anyways, cool. Cool. I was going through Discord stuff. That's how we found the video. Yeah, we're not gonna use it in Windows 12. Before we do that, we're just gonna save WordPad. What do we have here? Oh, what is the deal with this? What is the deal with this thing? Yeah, Aizen, I'm pretty sure you like it, but I think it's a bit too loud. Too overwhelming. I don't think I can use it. Remove from playlist. It's a bit too overwhelming in the foreground. So what is the deal with this Oculus Rift thing, guys? Does anyone have a link? It's there. Apple Vision Pro. It's the Apple Vision. So that's what I've been seeing on Twitter. What is this about? Apple Vision Pro. Let's check this out. Do some research on this. Let's see how much money. Price. Fuck off. What the fuck, man? It costs 4,000? Why is everyone memeing on this? Should anyone buy the Apple Vision Pro? Probably not. What is this for? So amazing and so flawed. Apple Vision Pro review. Magic until it's not. Candy money. It's for the future. So it's basically just VR porn. That's what it is for. Is your game gonna support Linux? Yeah, my game is gonna support Linux. Too expensive. It's good. Yeah, what are you using it for? Gaming? Watching videos or something? Like, it's more like AR? Okay, I've never bought any of these. I don't have a single one of this. It's mixed reality, but it's really early stage. What does that mean? What is mixed reality? Do you guys have like an explanation somewhere of what that is? Augmented reality. How does that look? Look at videos. It looks something like this. So basically you wear these glasses and then you see this in the middle of the room. Watch an Apple Vision Pro video. Okay, you have one? I'll try to find one. Apple Vision Pro video. Apple Vision Pro, is it worth? Is this even a good video? 17 million subscribers, 100 million, 10 million views.
This is the Apple Vision Pro headset. It starts at $3,500. It's going to very possibly replace the smartphone one.
This guy is British, right? Ninx, is this guy British?
So, how does it work? What's good about it? What's bad about it? And then most importantly, why on earth is Apple doing this? So, it's a pair of goggles that you wear over your eyes. I wouldn't exactly say they make you look cool, like these auto-tinting sunglasses I'm
We're not even like 10 seconds into the video, bro. Can you stop advertising your shit?
look seamless. They've designed it in a way that even though there is more tech going on in this headset than literally any other consumer tech product on the market right now, that it doesn't feel like a burden. So, how does it work? Well, the main thing that you're going to be seeing is the screens. There's two of them. There's one for each of your eyes, which, you know, in the real world, each of your eyes sees things from a slightly different angle, and that's what gives things a sense of depth. This allows them to recreate that same effect, but in the digital world. So it will feel like you can reach out and touch the things you're seeing, which is not completely new, but it does seem like one of the most convincing applications of that, in large part because of how good the screens are. To give you an idea, the iPhone screen is already pretty sharp, right? Like, you would struggle, even if you stare right up close, to discern individual pixels on it.
Yeah, because it has so many pixels, of course, yeah.
Well, the screens on the
And of course, it's an iPhone, right? It has to be an iPhone. It's iPhone.
These glasses have
fucking paying $1,000 and the fucking phone is always empty. Like, can't even turn off the fucking screen.
Make this stuff up. 64.
The reason why I know that is because the sister of my wife has an iPhone, and I click the fucking button to turn off the screen, and it goes from little bright to a little less bright. Oops. Holy shit, I'm like, does this not turn off? And I keep hitting this button. No, it doesn't turn off, man. Like,
4 times the pixel density of the iPhone. That's almost impossible to even visualize. But they're doing that because even when your eyes are right up next to these screens, they don't want you to ever see an individual pixel. So yes, this thing is really, really expensive, but we need to make something very clear, that this is not just a pair of movie glasses, the kind you've been able to buy already for the last 15 years that you stick on your face and you watch TV on. This is Apple
TV. It's mostly for porn, right?
Fleshing out what's very likely to become the replacement to the smartphone one day. A way to watch things, yes, but also a way to communicate.
This is not gonna replace the smartphone. It looks ridiculous. Why would anyone go around wearing these? There's no way. Early version, yeah. Okay, so why buy now? That would be stupid, right? You wait until it looks cool, until it's just normal glasses. That's how long you wait. And then you get it on discount. I'm convinced the cat girl lovers have claimed VR for themselves. Why would anyone buy a phone with antenna? Also, what is this fucking cable, man? This gotta be so uncomfortable. Why not a battery? Why do you have this cable here? You see that? That is so stupid. Like this high-tech Brille in English. What is Brille in English again? What do you call this? What is this? It's high-tech goggles? These high-tech goggles? And then you have like this big, thick cord. It has to be plugged in at all times. Glasses? I guess you could call it glasses, yeah. A tiny percent of the world, even in newish smartphones, so no one's going to have 3,500 headset. This looks like an absolute wank to me. Visor. The cable is for an external battery. You're telling me that the battery is external and the cable is connected to that battery? And so let's say you are going somewhere. You have like this. I suppose then it's not that bad, but it's still stupid, I think. Why is it not here? Or on the side, or in this thing right here? Why is it not in here? It's too heavy? I see. It's too heavy. Okay, I see. She hooked it up to a Hitachi vibrator. Nice first comment, my man. Shade11. Glad you're back, my brother. How's it going, bro?
Page to express yourself and one day be able to use all the apps that you've gotten used to, but in a whole new dimension. It's the equivalent of not just having like a 6.5-inch screen like I have
That's how tall I am.
on my iPhone right now, but a screen that at all time can fill your entire vision. And if your entire vision is just display, then you have basically unlimited room for your apps. And so, as you can probably imagine, to achieve that, the hardware also has to be a lot more than just screens on the
But I still don't understand. Isn't it so annoying to wear this all the time? You look stupid. And it's bigger than a smartphone. I get the application of you watching a movie, right? And if you can run around and watch a movie at the same time, that is awesome. I get that, you know? Like, for example, while before you had to hold your, let's say, phone somewhere, and let's say you do the dishes, right? And you put up your phone in a way that you can do the dishes while you're watching the movie, and then you want to cook at the same time and do the dishes. Now, let's say you turn around a lot, you can't keep watching the movie at all times, because sometimes your back is to the movie because you're doing the dishes, or your back is to the movie because you're cooking your meal, right? That's usually what I do. I put on something on the computer or on my phone, and then I make myself food, which takes about half an hour of time. And I don't want to waste it by doing nothing or by, you know, not watching something interesting. And then these, you know, goggles could be helpful, I guess. Yeah, I mean, but then again, you're also not shutting down as well, so... I don't know. I still don't see the application too much of this VR, AR stuff.
inside. So you'll notice if you look at the bottom, this thing is covered in sensors. You've got 3D cameras, you've got LiDAR scanners for depth detection and more. So the 3D cameras can continue.
Seem interesting to me as a TV or monitor replacement. Yeah, but what if you want to watch together with your, let's say, wife or significant other? Right? Then it sucks again. You want to buy yourself 2 of those? Buy 2, duh. Yeah, things. Exactly. A family of 5 times 4K.
Continue to feed you a
This is so ridiculous, man. Oh, now you want to watch with your kids. And, you know, like, let's say you want to cuddle, right? When now I wear this headset and I want to give my wife a hug, like, this part right here goes and, like, hits her in the head, right? That's bad.
3D view of the room you're in, just like your eyes would normally do. And then because you've got these depth sensors, you can place your apps within these rooms. And what I thought was just such a cool touch is that they actually have a presence. You'll see them.
They don't have a presence, bro. It's just a fucking shadow, man.
Casting a shadow on your desk, or if you're watching a movie, you will see the glow from the screen spill over into your surroundings. Don't get me wrong, there are some very legitimate concerns about tech like this, and I'm getting there. But
you can touch your headset with yours, yeah, and then you break it by accident. Clong.
At the same time, this has been the wet dream of every developer for the last 30 years.
Nah. Let's not say every developer, okay, bro?
And so some part of me is kind of shocked that in one fell swoop, it's not just here, but this well thought out
This
already.
ain't my web dream, yeah, not mine
either. The other thing that you can tell
either.
Apple is trying to push here is that this is not you losing yourself in your own little world and your own...
So how much is Apple and how much is the headset really worth? Is it 2,000 Apple and 1,500 the headset? Or the VR, whatever you want to call it?
content, this is a social experience. And for that, the inside of the headset is lined with a second set of cameras.
Oh, of course, you're gonna film you. Oh, yeah, okay.
It kind of feels like the next iteration of how phones right now have a rear set of cameras and a front set of cameras. And this has a few...
Yeah, I mean, you know, you're gonna take a shit, you're watching your phone. Obviously, someone's gonna film you while you're taking a shit and looking on your phone, right? They see what you're doing and they're looking at your eyes. Of course. It's all data collection.
Implications. It can A, record your eyes, and then use
Yeah,
its
of course.
general understanding of what your face looks like to turn those eye expressions you make into a full-on photorealistic digital avatar for when you're
Are you fucking stupid, man? No, they use it to track you, you idiot, man. Like, why is he not pointing this out?
having FaceTime calls. So it will look like your entire face, even though it isn't. But then also, it can project a 3D model of what your eyes are actually doing underneath this headset to the external screen. Yes, the outside is a 3D screen
Pause
too,
ad.
and yet
True,
the image
I
that
guess.
other people see will change based on the angle that they're looking at you from. And this is kind of weird. I'm
He tested it in real. Check the video of CT. Do you have a link?
definitely not used to it, and it's not something I ever expected a headset to do, but it does make you look like you're present. When you're doing things that are augmented reality, where you can see other people in the background, it's making it clear to them that you can see them, which does at least somewhat address that kind of uneasiness that you'd get by not actually knowing what someone wearing one of these headsets is looking at. And then when you switch to something that's a full screen experience, your external screen will cloud over to, again, communicate that to the people around you. And then the third thing that these internal cameras
Guys, in the future, we're just not gonna look each other in the eyes again then. Say goodbye, eye contact. You know, you guys ever get anxiety when you walk on the street and you see a bunch of people approaching you and you're like, oh, where should I look? Let's look on the ground. Yeah. It's an easy way out for those
do,
Black Mirror
assisted
stuff.
by
Yeah.
some tiny little infrared sensors. is
We're
that
not
these are
gonna
how
interact at all anymore, guys. Yep.
you control the thing. And this moves me on to the things that I really like about the Vision Pro. Because yeah, really, it tracks the pupils in your eyes, it learns your irises and uses that as the way to authenticate you and automatically unlock itself. It knows exactly where you're looking and effectively makes your eyes the cursor to hover over things. I was a little nervous that they then make you have to blink every time you wanted to click something. Thank God they haven't, because that would be a fast-track ticket to a headache. Instead, you just use your fingers. Your glasses will know where your fingers are because of these cameras, which have a massive field of view. And from the moment that I first saw this, I thought, yes, this is the most natural way to interact with a VR or AR.
Let's say that is really cool. You know, you're looking at an app, or you know, you wanna do something, you click with your finger on the thing. That's actually cool. But that's cool. Like, that's some stuff that you see in movies. But without the big ass headset, you know. That's dog shit. That's not what he's saying. No, what he's saying is you look at it, which means you have focus, and then you use your finger to activate it. I think that's how you do it. So it's like a two-step process. Yeah.
AR headset. It's going to make it feel like an extension of you. And I'm so glad that you don't have to reach out.
It's not that good anymore. No, it's not perfect, 100%. Yeah, but it's okay. This shit is fucking tech, insane tech for generation 1 Imagine iPhone in 2007, and how far smartphones have come now. Generation 1, but there has been VR headsets for the longest, bro. Like, this is not the first generation. This is just an iteration. This is just an iteration. It's not like the first. So far, it sounds like he really likes all of it. Yeah, but it's a giant ad video. So
Guck
you
mal
can...
hier, ein riesiges Apple Vision Pro Headset im Apple Store in New York.
But this is German, brother. Like, I can't watch a German video in an English stream. Like, most people here talk English. I would love to do it, but this is... it's a German video, man. It doesn't work. Yeah, I'm sorry, but this is not... Can't do it. Translate the import. No, it sucks. Sorry, but listen. It doesn't work, man. It doesn't work. Yeah. It's really trying to keep looking back and forth. Pause and translate each sentences for 20 like a king. Yeah, like it's 20 minutes. I don't know which part. No, I'm sorry. That is, I don't want to have that headache. Hey, Adrian Learns. Happy to see you're feeling better, sir. Thank you very much. A very nice comment. Thank you. Very kind of you, bro. And Coffee Lava, I know you've been here earlier. Welcome, brother. Hope you're doing good. And thank you very much for telling me to get better. Very kind of you too. What happens if I drop it? You buy a new one. Sunspin. It's only 3.5k. Yeah, I kind of don't want to watch the rest of the video because this just feels like a giant ad. This guy is way too enthusiastic of this. So, obviously, it's a giant ad. Right? So, we're not gonna watch a giant ad anymore. 1 hour warning, lines of code going down. Yeah, that's true.
Everything that Apple has ever done is all...
It's a 30-minute video and it's also very enthusiastic. This is too enthusiastic, guys. Like, look at her face. And look at this, man. She's paused and I already hate her. Yeah, and also she's not really honest. You can tell that she's been, you know, doing stuff to her face, which, you know, to each his own, but I'm not gonna trust somebody that it can't even be true to themselves by changing the structure of their body in a way to make them look differently. Now, is that a rude thing to say? Yeah, maybe, but that's my honest opinion. And I'm not afraid to say that. So, yeah, I'm good, brother. Like, yeah. Wanted to send a MBCan video, but it's too long. Nah, it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. She probably received this for free. Right? Blah, 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 blah. By the way. What is this link? I want to see that real quick because... subscription, enter, add user. I wonder what happens if I click this. Aha, it's one of those. These still work, but they look like shit. This looks like shit. You know, if you put these links into your description, they look like that. But if you put proper links into your description, they look like this. Let me show you something. I can show you. Maybe it doesn't show on my videos. Let's take this video for example.
When I first started...
Yeah. You see that? How it transforms this link? And you can do this with YouTube links too. Looks really good. This looks dog shit here. Anyways, whatever. Okay. Nice. Let's do some coding, guys. I actually wanted to do some coding. Yeah, this guy, I can't link you guys an ad, and this is German, probably an honest review, but yeah, let's do some coding. Interesting. So, yeah, we're getting there, I guess. Nice one. TikTok reminds me I wanted to cook some eggs. Alright, let's see here. Anything else? Any good developer wanna join my crew? We got 2 coders, 3 artists and 2 musicians. Then ping me. Crew for what? Definitely gonna be a not safe for work game. Yeah, 3 artists and 2 musicians. Exactly, need job coder. What are you advertising here? Maybe if I get really lucky, I soon get to do an art test for a job. My man, lol boy. Fingers crossed, yeah. Good luck. Let's check a little bit on the showcase. It's been a while. The last thing on the showcase that we took a look at was one of the characters from Pikachu's glitch. He made an arrow or an archer, marksman character. I don't really know what this is supposed to be. I suppose this is his arrow. But he's starting to get really good with this. Did he apply to the guy above? No, he did not. Fully released my first little game I made together with a colleague. Kronos by Unmade Games. Patano. Oh, what is this? Project Kronos. It's a game that you can run in the browser. Oh wow. I wonder how he made the game. In Godot? In a distant future, a group of freedom fighters, as our hero infiltrates, controls a message from the developers. Thanks for checking out our game. Check out our @partsnano on Twitter. Interesting. Let's see here. Still sub to Athano. The guy streams every full moon and that's it. I'm leaking money for it. Oh wow, that's loud. Yeah, I'm gonna pause this, mute this. That's very laggy. Shit, I didn't read the controls. WASD basic attack is J. Why is it J? And shockwave is K. And then dash is space. Or A and B. Let's see here. Probably made in Unity or something that exports to HTML5. What do I click? Okay. Let me start the game now. I think I broke the game. I can't get past the... Hello. Uh-oh. No? Hey? I pressed every single button. I pressed space, I pressed K, I pressed J. And WASD. I'm stuck. Okay, let's give it one more try. Run game. Alright. What do I click? Space? Like... Huh? Space enter? I did. Okay, okay, I should be good now. No, it seems like J is the skip dialogue option. Teleporting. Oh wow, it's very laggy. Oh god, it's very laggy. J. Oh god, it's laggy. It hangs. Wow, is this really Unity? Is this the Unity quality, guys? Wow, Unity quality, guys. First hand, you see that? Damn. Works like butter, bro. Yeah, no wonder they are having issues. Holy cow, it must be Unity export to HTML. God, is that annoying to play. But with this lag, this many lags. Alright, let's see here. Now, I mean, the Pokemon music is nice, but that's from Spotify. So, like, if I'm losing, that's because the game is lagging. Okay. I think these guys made a cool game. Their problem was they made it in Unity. Yeah, guys, this is the new Unity quality assurance, just like Unreal and their Nanite technology. You know, they managed to make a game work in a browser. Okay. Very nice. But nonetheless, the game is really cool. So if you guys want to check it out, the link is right here. I always like it when fellow game developers make games and then release them, even though, you know, it's their first game or maybe not the perfect game. Deep respect to this guy. D is nuts. I have D because of the streamer mode. Right here. Usernames have been truncated. I guess I can disable it here. So DGOT. Oh, DGOT Live. My man. Very cool. He's a very common watcher on stream. Neat game. Played all 3 floors. My thoughts and feedback. Highly appreciate the feedback. Had one crash at level 3. When moving an angle next to a wall, the character does not move. The basic attack was more effective than the other 2 abilities. The basic attack felt very good, yeah. Work in progress lightning arrow. Let's see that. That's okay, but I've seen you do much better. Why is it black? Does this look like an arrow, lightning arrow? This is good. This is really good. It looks like a lightning missile. Thank you very much for following, Kolos Ioannis. Shade even plays the demos for more than 20 seconds. He doesn't deserve him. We don't deserve him, hero. I want to see you play a game that lags like that, Ninx. Stop complaining. This is really good. Looks like a lightning shot ability missile or something. Still really good. Cronus didn't lag at all. So for you guys it didn't lag at all, then why did it for me? Is it because maybe I'm streaming? Should we check it again? But I have a very good graphics card thanks to Trump. He helped me get a graphics card. I'm only using 20% of it. I don't think it's that. Also press J and K in space. Alright, let's see. Ah, maybe it's because of this. My game. Maybe that was the reason. Have you tried a 2 PC streaming setup? Maybe that will help. Oh wow, it jumps up to 30%. Very interesting. Gotta check on that. Still, we're gonna leave it in because shitting on Unity is always fun. Alright, what is this here? Oh my Git, an open source game about learning Git. Interesting. What is this? Free Godot engine port for Nintendo. We already saw that. Nintendo Switch, right? This is an open source game about learning Git. What is this? There's no sound. Did you know that Git actually... Wait, that was too fast. Did you know that Git actually... That Git is actually a time machine? Enter the time machine. You can go back in time. Create parallel universes. This is, I guess, an open source game that builds intuition for Git with real repositories. Git checkout head. I don't know about you guys, but this looks a little bit... Isn't this a little bit confusing here? Unless you know what yellow is, looking in from the outside, main points to something here. Sound of merge conflicts. I committed my password. Oh no, we have had a bad commit. How can we undo making the commit and go back to a point where we can try again? The answer is using git reset commit. Useful real life knowledge. Friend. It's nicely animated. That's cool. Oh my Git visualizes the internal structures of Git repositories in real time. The player can immediately see the results of their actions. Well, Ninx, are you a Git user or like new to Git? Is this something that you can understand? Sound of merge conflict, so this is a neat game idea. My coder made us use it. Git. I hate it. Git. When you're looking at this, do you understand what's happening here? The reason why I'm looking at this and I'm a little bit skeptical is the following. You can see him drag cards or the nodes around. But I feel like Git is mostly interfacing with the command line. And he seems to be dragging cards onto specific nodes. So, yeah, git add commit new commit. Git merge. I suppose this is nice. Like, I didn't see that. That's a bit zoomed in. This is confusing. This is much better of an image. Git merge. So, it allows you... Yeah, so now it's making more sense. So you merged those two together and then it merged those two together and then you can't merge anymore. I wonder what happens if he tries merge then again. Git checkout commit ref. Yeah, this makes you jump and then you can merge, which merges stuff, yeah. Okay, but there's still information missing. It's good, it's good. Yeah, exactly. Where are we right now? On master. Main, yeah, that stuff, for example. This one's better described than this. These two, I think, are just confusing. Like, if you know Git, then this is confusing. Sorry, but their first two images are really confusing, man. Like, they should start with this. The full thing. Or this. Yeah, commit. New commit. And then push. What? Yeah, that makes sense. He did a git pull? That makes no sense. Then you need to do a push, yeah. This one is the best example. They should only have this example right here, to be honest. I think it visualizes how I think of Git in my head. It seems intuitive to me. Yeah, this is intuitive, but those two are not, unfortunately. Because here it's missing the labels, and here it's missing the cards. So it's actually information, critical information is missing here that makes you confused. Anyways, they should just show this one image right here. Oh, no, this one right here. This GIF, whatever you want to call it. That one's more. One's better. Okay, cool. Oh my god, that's actually not bad. And is it free? Can you just download it? Download the game on the itch page. Cool. Yeah, you can just download it. It's free. That's cool. Very nice. Yeah, Nix, that it could be something. Today I'm the British detector and the Git tutorial evaluator, 2 pronouns in a day. I think if you want to learn it, then this is good one. There's also something, learn Git online. For those of you learn Git branching, I think it's this one. Yeah, that one is something how, or this is the website how, stop it. Introduction to Git commits. And then, yeah, this is the website that I use to learn Git. It gives you an explanation and then it gives you a task. Git commit. Boom, right? This is also like a game, but in the web browser. You don't have to download anything. And it's mostly based on a console on the left, right? Goal to reach. It wants you to do 2 commits. So you do git commit. Boom. Then you have another git commit. Boom. And once you're done with that, it tells you, very nice, good job. And then you can move on to the next task. And it visualizes the steps that you take along the way, while at the same time giving you explanations and a goal to reach for each level, which is really cool. Great job. Confirm. Yeah, and then you go into the next level, and then it tells you about the Git branch, Git branches, stuff like that. You move on and do another thing. I think this is one of the best ways to learn Git. Anyways, this one's really cool. Oh, my Git is cool, and the other one here. Gonna link it to you guys and learn Git branching. That one's really cool as well. Alright, it's time for some programming. Play a game that I barely understand. Ask Aaron, who I have on speed dial, can handle my flapping. Okay, yeah, we'll look at this tomorrow or whatever that is. The gameplay trailer for Chrono Odyssey. I don't know what this game is. What is this? Maybe we'll look at this tomorrow. Riot. We still didn't take a look at Riot, but yeah, whatever. Let's do some programming, guys. Actual programming. There we go. Let's see here. It's been a while since I have been programming on the game, but as with everything, getting back into something is always difficult. And so, as I said earlier today is one of those days where, you sit down and you tell yourself, I don't really want to do it. I don't really want to do programming today, blah, 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 blah. But you still do it anyways. You force yourself a little bit and then you continue. You just go, and further down the line you will find the motivation again. There's always ups and downs with motivation. So let's see, what types of changes did we do the last time? What have we been working on? I changed the base burn duration, and that leads me to believe that we worked on the dots and how to visualize them, right? Let's see, poison and burn duration. Yeah, so we basically unified debuffs that tick over time, and we deleted the damage over time effects ticking every frame and changed that to ticks per second. Hello Poppy, my man, welcome on YouTube, bro. Poppy the doggo. Wolf, noted. Yeah, that's no, it's a critical part of working on something for a very long time. You're gonna have ups and downs during the process of whatever you're gonna work on. 100%. Yeah, so we turned this tick count, or we introduced this tick count. Let's say every debuff count ticks 4 times whenever it is applied. And this is how many times it deals damage. In order to do that properly, we also introduced a longer timer for each poison, burning, those 2 mostly debuffs, so that the ticks don't really happen that often. And when they happen, they feel natural. Like, for example, burning arrow right here. We can train that ability. Or explosive arrow, not burning arrow. It applies a burn to an enemy 100% of the time, and then they take 96 damage every time that ticks, every time they're burning. So we did that, and I suppose the next thing, or the next big thing that we should work on, is the other abilities for the ranger. We have long shot working. We have burning arrow working. Yeah, we have explosive arrow working. We have ice shot working. I think I want to have a cooler explosion for explosive arrow. Now, I'm not feeling big enough for Bloom yet, but in the future we have to target Bloom as something for the game as well. Finally, I came from school. Hello there, Wariak. Good morning, and hello, Mr. Watermeal. The game looks very different. I've been away for like 6 months. Also, we should change from snow back to grass. Let's start that. Texture Atlas, let's see here. And this one as well. Uh-oh. Whoops. I wasn't paying attention. We need to move this out as well. Oops. Add that in. Good. No, I didn't mean to select those so much, man. Now, guys, I might sound a little bit bored or uninterested in making this right now and doing this right now, and yes, I am, okay? I want to be completely honest with you guys. I don't feel like working on my game right now. It's really difficult for me, you know? But this is part of the development process, so we gotta keep going. You know? There's those days. Yeah. There's those days. Exactly. These days are the important days. It's easy on easy days. The tough days are the ones where, you know, this is where the money's at. You know, the easy days, they just come easy. Yeah. But fuck. I wonder where. So one below that. Fading in. Hello, Poppy. Hello, Aldesh on YouTube. Also, today is Monday today, guys? It is. Alright, so we should have now successfully changed from snow back to grass. And while doing so, I guess Rudolph... Oh. We miss one. Which one? Which one do we miss? Oh, maybe it's here? Huh. Maybe this? Monday Blues, yeah. Oh, wrong layer. Yeah, I think I want to work on something that is totally unrelated to the game right now, but it is something that I will definitely need in the future. And that is changing the tile set by defining a pixel offset in X and Y and then clicking a button. So how does that work? The tile set that I have right now, the tile set that I have defined for my game right now, this one right here, sits relative to this top left anchor point right here. The top left anchor point you can see on the bottom left is 1856 and 224 pixels into this ginormous texture atlas, right? That is 4000 by 4000. And a cool idea would be if I was able to define an offset relative to that I add to this, for example, or like a cool idea would be if I could just define a new top left position for a tile set, like for example 8056, which is something we already have, but 554. And then based on the difference between these two offsets, it's going to calculate the new texture coordinates in the atlas or in the tiles. And basically this changes from green to white instantly. And I don't have to do this work that I just did. And that allows me to change the appearance of a map immediately, essentially. And that would also allow me to define different types of tile sets, which I think is really cool. I think I need like some light here to the left. But okay. Like, I don't like this part here. It's annoying. But we'll move on like this. I'm not using any of it. It's gotta be sick. It's killing me, including shit from workshops into my projects when it's irrelevant and obvious to me. I wonder if you could flip the tiles horizontally and vertically to give them more possible variations, since the edges will match anyway. Just to show our thought. Yeah, we're gonna do that. I think it's simple. Let's go into the tile editor. Into update tile editor. I think all we have to do is add in UI elements and then a button. Let's start with a button. We need two. We need like an entire section. Let's see. Let's edit the tiles. I'm talking about those buttons right here. They are not really visible at all. I want to put in a text field here. Let's start with that. With a font size that is big enough to read as well. Let's call it Atlas Offset. And I suppose save 600 is good, and let's try 60 or something. Let's see. What does that look like? There we go. You see this Atlas Offset right here? That is the first one. And then I want to have a font size of, let's say, 2. Make it twice as big. Huh. Okay. 4? Why is this moving down? Hey? 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 It sets the size times the font size. I'm confused. How? I don't understand this. Typical engine bug, huh? Transform. Why is this so small? The font should be 4 times as big. What happens? That works. It works, okay. Need a tea, be right back, Aizen. Then why do you not let me draw a text that is 4 times bigger than the other text? Game? Why not? What is your issue with that? That's odd. I thought you would let me do that. Let's see. Get transform. That's the interesting one here. What do we have? Font size is 1. Why? Ah, because I'm not supplying text data. Ah, okay. All right, okay, simple fix. Good. I have always been using draw UI text, not draw text, and therefore it wasn't working properly. Now it should. Now it should actually work though. Come on, please work, please. Okay. Now, why do I have draw text and draw UI text? I think it's the same, isn't it? All right. How many draw text functions do we have in the render interface? Draw format text, draw text, draw format text, and then draw text drop shadow, and then only in the tile editor. All right, we don't use this at all. We're gonna get rid of this. And then we turn those into draw UI text. One last. Awesome. All right. Now we can actually work, hopefully. Awesome. Now that we have Atlas offset, I think 4 is a little bit big. Let's turn this to 2. 2 times bigger. And then we start drawing a, I think, slide button. What do we need for a slide button? Shit. Aseprite. I guess we'll turn it white. At a position of 600. And let's say 80. And a size of... Is this C++ code? This is C++ code, yeah. What size do we want? Let's say 80 by 40. I'm just making this up right now. Line ID and draw data. The only thing that I really want is the color for the button. I want this to be blue. Cool. When we are starting to get back into the flow state of programming on this, I like it. So, what do we have here? We have a slide button that always returns true whenever we slide it, okay? And it is positioned around its center point, which means if we want to position this 40 pixels further to the right, we need to do 640. There we go. Now it's completely aligned with the Atlas offset, and instead of using 40 as the height, I would like to use 30. Now, why am I doing this? That's simple. because I want to use this button together with another slide button to determine an atlas offset that can then be used to transition an entire tile set from a certain offset in this atlas to that we could see on the left here, you know, where we could scroll around and we're like, okay. And I'll probably use a snapping way for the mouse, which displays us, let's say, on the top left or maybe here on the right. And maybe we can use a coordinate like click. You know, this allows me to select a tile. This will also allow me to click on this tile or something and then fill in this atlas offset and transition from one tile set to another tile set in the blink of an eye. So essentially why I'm doing this is because I would like to switch from snow to grass to wasteland to desert immediately without doing without doing a lot of work, essentially. It's a feature that doesn't really help the game too much right now, but it's something that will make me work on the game. So we're doing it right now. That's why we are doing it, essentially. 642. Let's do 700. Let's see. So I just tried to record 2.5 minutes of video on my phone. It was literally 200, 300 plus megabytes. Dude, you can have gigabytes for minutes. Mio, mio. I mean C, but likely type C++. Hello, my gets up, my man, Cakez. Hello there, bro. Okay, now that we have those two areas, we also need a button next to it. Oh. In a different color. Let's see. Let's do 900 and a size of 100. No, that is 80. And then we have the size of 100 by 30. Oh yeah, and then we also need a line ID for that. Let's see what that looks like. It's gonna be a white button now. Right? There we go. This is supposed to be a button that we can click. See that? This is a button. You can hear the sound of me clicking it. And we're going to turn this button into a green button. Let's make buttons green. Now we have a green button. Right. We're almost done. I would like to put text into the button. So do UI text or draw UI text. Wow, green button, yeah. And it's called set or change. And the position is going to be 980. Literally in the middle. And it's going to be render options centered. Text that we have in there. And I probably do a drop shadow or outline. And we also need I like it. You know, when you're getting back into programming on your game, the most difficult one, or like always, right? Getting back into it. Awesome. All right. So now, what does this mean? Change, right? I would like to change this Atlas offset. Or maybe we only click and then it displays those. We'll see. We could turn these into quads, but that's fine. Next, we need to change the tile editor and give it an Atlas offset. Let's just put it here. Vector Atlas offset. If we need an Atlas offset, we have to restart the game. Hello, Prosto. Good morning.
I'm getting back into programming, guys, and I love it. Yes. God damn. Yeah.
You know when you know that you like doing something? It's when it's energizing. Ooh, look at that. Looking better now. When it's energizing.
Let's go.
It's motivation? I don't know, I guess. Alright, what did I just do? Oh yeah, I have the Atlas offset now. Okay. Now here's where the code comes in. And I probably want to do that. Global input. So. There we go. A global input. So what do I want to do? If key is down, key shift control. If the control key is down and key pressed this frame, key left mouse, right? If those two things happening at the same time, then we want to check if input, mouse position, and we need to make sure. Let me double check. What the fuck did I do? What happened? Huh? Why did it just move? Huh? Dude, stop, please. Huh? Stop, please. Just mark this. Did you mean to spell Atlas as Altas? What? You mean only one S? Thank you, man. Why do we call men who seduce and sleep with lots of women studs? What do we call a woman who does the same, vice versa? Huh? Studs? I don't understand what you're trying to say, bro. Draw last selection. Draw pointers. There's got to be something with left mouse. If key is down, left mouse. Ah, there we go. Point direct. Texture box. We need the texture box here. Alright. Draw texture lists. Point direct. Get grid indices. End indices. Copy texture coordinates. Is there a way to get the texture coordinates? Think. Column index and row. And we multiply that by the tile size. Okay. Excuse me. I want to test something. All right, let's see. Get grid indices. That's what we need. But we start with if is in there. Point and rect. Mouse click position must be inside the texture box. If that's the case, then I want to set the atlas offset. Atlas offset to get grid indices. Grid position, grid size. Oh, great. That's a lot. I know the mouse position. Scale. All right, let's see. Background position. Background position, texture position. Now wait. Texture position top left. Uh-oh. We need the texture position top left to be there. Okay, wait. Before the global input. It means we need it at the very top. That's fine. Hello, Verit. Hope you're doing good, bro. Let me see here. Selection box. Texture atlas. Draw background. Select tiles from background. Placement types. Fuck. Tile editor, background position, draw background. Wait a second. Select tiles from background, draw background. Layer boxes. Huh? Am I blind? Texture atlas left panel. Point and rect. Get grid indices. There we go. That's what we need. Alright. Let's go back here. We need the texture position, texture scale, texture size. So we basically need this. But this is just the indices. So it's probably integer values, right? Yeah. Grid indices. There we go. Now that we have the grid indices, we can generate an atlas offset by doing grid indices.x times the tile size and turning that into a vector 2. There we go. Or we could do it like this. We take the integer grid indices, turn it into a vector 2, and multiply it by the tile size. There we go. Now that we have the atlas offset, I would like to display that. And this is something over here, atlas offset. I want to draw texts. You know, I should call it probably...
Gotcha, bitch!
What is it called again? Thank you very much for following. Love the art style. Thank you, man. It's called text data. Editor. There we go. Actually, that's bad. Even though I have to repeat myself multiple times, I think it's better to repeat myself. With this and this, right? We do it twice. And I guess at this point, this warrants a section. Atlas, offset, section. Put all of this in here. There we go. Right, instead of text, I want this to be a format text. And then I do a percentage point. It's a float, 1F for now. And that is going to be on the button 642. 82. Yeah, draw UI format text. Do we need position, text data, arguments? That would be the first one. Now, why is this complaining? Did you mean draw format text? Huh? Use of undeclared identifier. Draw UI format text. Draw format UI text. I see. There we go. Okay, cool. We have this. We do the same thing for this. And instead of X, we do Y. Very nice. Let's see. There we go. And let's see if I can click. Oh, wow, look at that. Now, does it work? 0, 16. You see this? How every time I click, it gives me a different Atlas offset. Now, why is this important? When I click this change button, I would like to take this Atlas offset and change the entire visuals here to that particular Atlas offset. So, for example, right, let's say this Atlas here is at 1856 and 224. Okay. Every single one of those tiles that you see here, that are displayed here, they are relative, or they can be calculated relative to this. If I remove this offset from every single tile, then I get the relative offset from that top left position. So if I want to change to a different Atlas offset, I suppose I need to store the current Atlas offset. I suppose I need to store the current one. I need a next and a current one. I don't think it works. Unfortunately. I need 2 positions for it to work. I need a current and a previous one. Yeah, I need 2 positions. And maybe it should only change one layer. Procrastinator posture. Yeah, kinda. Poppy. That's true. That is true. God damn it, it's a cool idea. But for example, I guess the deer is something that I place, and the tile set would just mean I have different types of visuals there. Brain is loading. I think it will still work. I just need 2 offsets right now. So I need a start and a destination. You know, I need, yeah, Atlas offset, start and destination. Okay, and then the change takes the start, removes the start, and adds the destination to it. That's what we're gonna do. All right, let's do it. Let's try see how it works. We don't have to save, right? All right. To destination, and instead of 80 and 60, probably wanna start with 100. So this would be 102. 120. Right, let's see. We have 60 here, and then the text is at 80. If we have 100 here, then that is 122. And this is 100, and then this is 122, and this is also 100. There we go. But we also have to restart. All right, now that we have start and destination. Oh, wow. Cool song, bro. Very cool song. Excuse me. Sorry. Goodness. Bring. All right. Let's go here into the editor and into edit tiles. All right. I guess this is not. The Y is not changed. Oh yeah, it's 120, right? All right, and it seems like 100 was not enough. So we need at least 120. Which means this is gotta be 140. 140, 140, 140. Drink more water, humans like water. So, okay, so we have the Atlas offset start and destination, right? And I need to select both of those. Now we use control for the first one. And I suppose we can use shift for the second one. It's a little bit complicated, but it will work. Not shit, shift. There we go. And instead of the start, we do dest. There we go. All right, let's see. It's not going to be perfect. But it works. Okay, cool. Next, after we are done with this, we need to implement this button right here. Where is it? Atlas offset. Change. Where's the button? Huh? Do button. Where's my do button? Ah, there we go. This button right here. It's supposed to be in here. If we do this button, then we only do the button. I guess we only do something if tile editor dot atlas offset destination and tile editor dot atlas offset start. And now let's see if the vector 2 has an operator, Boolean operator, if it's unequal to 0. Awesome. So we only do something if both of these vectors are filled in, and the first thing that we do is we clear them. We're not going to clear them in the very beginning, but that is something that we will do. Clear them to 0. There we go. Now that after we have cleared them to 0 at the very end of our operation, we have to do a for loop to go through all of the tiles. And this is draw tiles, I think, or something. Draw the enabled colors, draw border, draw copy tiles, draw rasters, draw vertical, draw layer boxes, draw the background, select tiles from background, draw placement types, pasting tiles, draw the background. There we go. This is what we have to do. Ring! Thank you very much for subscribing, bro. Appreciate it very much. Where's my for loop? Just press F8. Okay. This is what we have to do without that one. Okay, so we go through, wait, layer index. Max tile layers. Okay. We go from 0 to the end, not the other way around. Guys, how to include Windows.h when compiling GD extension with sconce. Alright, we don't skip any of the layers. We draw them all, or we go through them all. And we get a reference to the texture coordinates. And now that I think about it, I probably want to store those as integers. Wait a second. Yeah, I probably want to store those as integers. We don't want to skip any tiles. Okay, so how does this work? We do minus that, and then plus tile editor, atlas offset destination.x. Guys, is this correct? We do this for x and y. Minus the start, plus the beginning, plus the destination. This is what we do. I wanted to do this for the longest time. Hopefully that works. Now we just gotta change one last thing. These are going to be integer vector 2s. Which also means we just need to do this. And then also at the very top, instead of floats, we display ints. So instead of percentage point 1f for the atlas offsets, we do percentage d. There we go, a percentage d and percentage for the d for the start as well. Percentage d's nuts in your fucking mouth! Alright. Let's see if this works. If this works, then we are now able to switch from grass to winter and grass again. With the click of 2 buttons. It's a 3-step process, which is not perfect, but it's better than absolutely nothing. Let's see. I wonder why it saved this. That's bad. Oh no, actually it did not. So okay, let's see. The start is this and the destination is that. Ah, why? What do you mean? Full, what are you doing? Draw what? What is it drawing? Eh? Eh? Cakez thoughts on Zig. I have not tried it yet. I would like to try it. It seems like a C that is great. Like the C that C never was or something. Is that correct? I'm not 100% sure. But that's what I heard. Is that correct? Yeah, I feel like it's very promising. Yeah, it is. That is awesome. Yeah, we'll try it in the future. I don't know yet. Then I have an opinion. Thank you very much for following. Shut your fucking mouth, Shady11. I'm gonna ban you soon. I'm gonna ban you from following. Cakez, when is my next programming lesson, Sir Sensei, man? So someone told you that I said that Coffee Lava takes lessons from me? Who told you that? Oh, man. Well, we can fit in tomorrow if you want to. Asen race? Ah, it was Asen. Who would have thought? Who would have thought it was Asen? That's a lie, you only have time for Palworld. I've actually been working on a video for Palworld. That's correct. No, it was Twitch clips. Snitch. I also did not write something bigger in it yet, but I like a lot of concepts already, especially their compile time features. Working on Palworld, aka playing the game. Yeah, I also played the game, yeah. And something wrong with that? I don't understand why it says array full when all I'm doing is changing an atlas offset. That's odd. Let's see. 2000, that seems to be okay. There's nothing really bad about those. So why when I click, I'm just doing a simple operation. If anything, like this shouldn't have anything to do. I'm so confused now. No. I hate that fucking song. I will never listen to this shit. Fuck you. Now maybe when we play a game in the future, we can make a somehow like a, what do you call that? Not a reward. What is the opposite of a reward? Guys, what is the opposite of a reward? Punishment or something? Punishment? Could make a punishment where I have to listen to this shit for a little bit. Penalty is better, yeah. But it only works when gaming. It doesn't really work when programming. Oh no, I didn't type anything right now because I'm thinking. You know, like that doesn't work. Okay, so I'm a little bit confused as to why this clicking this button changes where was the error? Draw the texture atlas. Draw the background. Let's just see that. What does it look? What does this look like here? Guys, have you noticed something? Did you guys notice something? When I started, I didn't want to do any programming. I didn't want to work at all on my game. We have now successfully worked like an hour on the game. The time just flew by. And we have almost made or added in another feature, even on a day when, you know, it's one of those rough days where you just don't want to work on your game at all. Or work on whatever you're doing, right? Let that be a lesson for you guys. These days will come in the future. I'm pretty sure these are empty, right? No? Okay, so these are actually empty. I should probably skip tiles. Ah, I get it now. Okay, I see what the issue is, actually. If the tile that I'm taking a look at when I'm clicking the button is empty, I need to leave it empty. I should not swap out an empty tile. Right, so for example... No, don't fucking tell me the scroll reel is broken, man. It's a new fucking mouse. It's broken. I was wondering why scrolling felt so annoying. No, you broke it. I didn't hit the mouse at all. It's been laying there. You're fucking kidding me, man. No, the scroll wheel is literally broken. It doesn't scroll perfectly. It slows down sometimes. I just can't escape technical difficulties. This fucking year has been an entire technical difficulty from the very fucking beginning. Literally on the first day, my PSU broke. Are you kidding me? Now I have to return the mouse and get a new one. I had no luck with Razer mice, so I used Logitech M510, cheap and good. How new is it? Like 2 weeks or something? Maybe it's just the editor. Let me see. I need an internet website. Let's go to an internet website. Go to a website. Go to the internet. Go to YouTube. Let's scroll down. Let's see if it is, actually. I need to load in a little bit to see if it actually works. Maybe it's the editor, guys. Maybe it's the editor. Maybe it's just VS Code. Could be it. Because this feels good. It's VS Code. Okay, so VS Code is dog shit. Wow. Okay, thank God. It's VS Code. Oh, thank God. Okay, so it's this shitty ass fucking editor being dog shit! Fuck you! VS Code! Microsoft is shit! I hate you! Look at that, a video of mine. Power word. Hardest difficulty 8 days ago. Oh, thank God. I was so worried that I would have to get a new mouse. Oh, thank God. I'm so tired with these fucking technical difficulties, man. Oh my God! Stop screaming. Stop screaming. VS Code is truly garbage. Oh. Okay. What a fucking year so far, man. I'm going insane. Like, listen, okay? So the year started as worse as it could start, okay? God. Whew. At least I'm still alive. Please. Knock on wood. Please. 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 It's not scrolling. It is not scrolling. Better luck next year, Cakez. There we go. All right, it's gonna work. Go away. All right, it's gonna work. So what do we want? Shit. I can't see. Does that say quit? Uh-oh. Like the camera is in the way. Okay, so what's gonna happen is the following. If I click this button, it's going to change from green to white, aka from grass to snow. You guys are ready? It's gonna work. Watch. I mean, yay! Wow! Damn! Now, what about those? Huh. What about these? What happened there? Nice feature, Cakes. This is awesome. This is really awesome because I learned how to make a tile set for myself that follows a certain principle or like a certain template. And so whenever I want to do a new tile set, I copy this template over and I just draw over that template in a certain pattern, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 high and whatever long or thick that is. The grass and the snow drawn the same. Yeah, of course, it's just texture coordinates. Now, I wonder, what is this? What is referencing this? There's got to be... And I wonder where... Okay, so it is here in the second layer. It's not the first layer. In the first layer, we could, you know, fix that real quick. Guess we don't need to, but why not? Seems like this is literally just empty. Should be empty. That's all. Just turn it empty. That's it. Look at that, guys. Missing grass left in the snowman. Where? Is there a bug here somewhere? I think it's perfect now. Right? It's gotta be perfect now. There we go. Now, if I click change now, it doesn't work. And if I only have, let's say, start. Now, obviously, this is very prone to error. If I click, like, listen, let me, real quick, right? Let's go and save this. And, you know, it's going to pause on an exception because I have an assertion here that I say, where I say, well, find a way to name the background because I still haven't done that. It's still going to save this, no problem. And if we then quit out of this, we have back our snowy area, right? And if we go back to edit tiles, it's actually going to be saved. We can close this, start this, and it's going to work, right? Let me see here. There we go, right? So this works. This is properly done. However, I can fuck this up. I can do a start here and an end here and then change and look what happens. It's mostly destroyed, right? Which is really bad. So we have to be very careful not to fuck this up. But again, it should be fine, unless, you know, when you know which tile set you use, changing it and then saving it, boom, to grass. And then we can quit out of this application, and we have our grass here now, which is awesome. Let me decorate this now properly. I would like to zoom in a little bit, to be honest. Could you have tile sets in different tile map? What do you mean? Hi, can I ask a question? Did you use any engine? Hello, Crafty Gaming. I have not used an engine. No, this is purely C++ code. I want to dive into game development, but I don't have the knowledge about coding or any game making. Thanks. Well, if you want to make games, then I can recommend Unity, Unreal Engine, and Godot, but I probably have to heartily recommend Unreal Engine if you want to make a 3D game. Lately, there has been so many great Unreal Engine games that maybe it's good if people started learning this more. I should probably learn this myself as well. So maybe the next project that we do, maybe a short one, will be an Unreal Engine project, guys. I would like to learn the engine and see how well you can make a game in there. Palworld, by the way, guys, is an Unreal Engine game. That's the reason why. I would like to, you know, maybe make a clone of that. That would be awesome. I've been toying with this idea, but it's going to be a long project. Palworld clone, yeah, so something like that. You know, I already have a name as well. It's gonna be Bro World. We're gonna catch ourselves some bros, you know. But we'll see. Should probably not talk about it. The reason why Bro World works is because it's the same amount of letters. Brokemon, yeah, it also kind of works. Brokemon, Pokemon, yeah, Palmon, yeah. That is actually not bad. True. My idea was better. Make Gal World with hentai models. Catch yourself some gals. Shade 11. Your idea is actually better, yeah. 100%. Catch yourself some gals. And then butcher them? Is that how you do it? You will catch easy views? Oh yes. But I would have to start literally right now and abandon my Godot project, guys. I wouldn't have to do it. I guess no one is gonna do it before me. But you never know, right? Ideas like that are really cool, and you never know. Being the first with something like that is really important. Yeah, I can already tell you guys, there's going to be Palworld clones made in Unreal Engine out the wazoo. 100%. But you love your Godot project, am I right? Yeah, I do. I want to finish my Godot project for sure. But as always, making games is difficult and finishing games is even more difficult. So it's not like I don't like it anymore. It's just difficult. That's all. True. Yeah. So we'll definitely work on the Godot project tomorrow. For sure. Today I just wanted to get back into game development here. Because it's very important to stay connected to your projects. It's like, you know, playing your favorite character in a game. If you stop, then it's very difficult to get back into it. I need to turn these bushes. Or I need to make a green version of one of those bushes real quick. Where is it? There we go.
Gotcha, bitch.
Let's turn this one green. Hello there, bro. Thank you very much for following. Where are my trees? Do I have space here? Just for a second. Yeah, see. This is transparency. This is gonna be difficult. I think I'm gonna make a new layer and then just draw over the places where I think the transparency would be. Yeah, see, for example, that is bad to do. We don't want to have double transparency. Thanks so much for noticing. Should I use Godot or Unity? I have Potato PC. Thank you so much. Then you should use Godot. It's only 2 more weeks. It's only 2 more weeks. So yes, but you know, the sheer thought of just adding in weapons is a little bit boring to me, which is why I decided to start with game development today. You know, otherwise I would be sitting in Godot right now. That's just the way it is. Also, I do not want to lose connection from my C++ project. So what I'm going to do in the future to amend this issue is something, you know, I touched on in my first stream after coming back from being ill. In case you guys remember, for those of you, I was ill. We had food poisoning the last couple of days, the last week, so I couldn't stream. And during that time, I took a little bit of time to reflect on what I want to do as a streamer. And, you know, how I want to do my content, what type of content I want to do, when and how I want to do it, stuff like that. And I decided that I will add in a little bit more gameplay stuff into the stream. So for example, you guys remember, and I think Collector of Stuff still remembers, right? The playthrough I did from Darkest Dungeon, where I decided I'm not gonna use torches, right? That is a playthrough that I did on stream with you guys. And I had a lot of fun up until the point where literally all my characters started dying. And I had to re-evaluate whether playing without torches makes sense or not. So essentially, I had to give up on the no torch run. But up until that point, it was really fun because I had to think about, well, how do I survive with this challenge? And I want to do stuff like that more in the future because it's really fun to me. I like challenging myself in games. That's usually what I do when I play alone, right? So yeah, I'm gonna add those in more. And then whenever I have these challenges done, like this would probably last like 1 or 2 streams, then I will switch back to making my C++ game on stream, just like I do right now, and the Godot game. And that would look, currently would look like that, where I start, let's say, I work an hour on my game, and then 3 hours on the Godot game. Something like that. Today is only my game, but I'm just getting back into it. So it's like just like a gym membership. that has been laying there for years, and you decide, okay, now it's time to get back into it, right? You start slow, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm starting slow and getting back into it, and I'm trying to change things because I feel better that way. That is the most important thing. Oh, I had those already. Fuck. Whoops. Actually had them. Whatever. Let's see. Now, why was I talking about this? Oh yeah, because I'm only working on the game today and not on Godot. So basically, to get back into both the Godot game and my game, the start is always the most difficult one now that I have the start on the game for myself, and then the Godot game was before. We'll get to that, and then once the Godot game is over, we can focus our attention to maybe Unreal Engine. I feel like I want to eyeball a little bit with Unreal Engine. What do you guys think? A 3D game for a change would be cool, right? Maybe a survival game. I think it's a lot to do and learn. So maybe it's a little bit of an overkill for a first timer. But we'll see, right? Multiplayer is something I never did as well. Alright, so we have our green bush. It should be in the game now. Then we can use those bushes. Sounds fun though. Hopefully not spread yourself too thin with many projects going on at the same time. Yeah. So I do notice that the Godot project that I'm doing is a little bit too much. And then I also have the gameplay stuff, you know, and streaming and YouTube. I know it's a lot. So I'm aware of that, yes. Very much as someone who's suffering from the same issue. Yeah. I have to be aware of this. Can you give a tip for a beginner? Oh, Crafty Gamer, you want a tip for a beginner? Yeah, I have a good one. Start right now. What are you waiting for? An invitation? Your first project is gonna be shit anyways. Might as well get it over with now. You're wasting your time right now. There's not gonna be a tutorial that is the best for you. You just start, open the editor and do something, bro. That is the best way to learn anything. You don't even have the knowledge to know what's good or bad because you have never even touched the editor. Or made it like a very small game in it. I wanted to do this in a long time. Change the perspective back to Stardew Valley instead of, you know, the top-down vision. Because the top-down vision looked really bad, in my opinion. I still think this is a little too top-down. It's like perfect top-down, so I might have to change those as well. Oh, like to Stardew Valley type bushes. Man, I draw so many things in the game and make so many mistakes. But I guess it's just all part of the process, huh? You make mistakes and then you learn from them, right, boys? That's what you do. God damn it. Use placeholder bushes from the Godot project. I don't think I have some there. Unless you mean those grass bushes, the tall grass. Suppose I could use that, yeah. That's true. I think this is fine. Let's see what it looks like. Actually, that looks decent enough. I'm happy with this. Okay, cool. We are back to the green world, and we added in the ability to swap out the background of the world, or the tile set of the world. And then... yeah, actually, I'm very happy. Very, very, very happy. Thank you very much for following, Korean. And Cheers Bloke, thank you very much for following earlier as well. Mr. Cakez himself, how is it even possible? Hello there, my man. Push, good morning. Yep, I'm slowly getting back into developing my game. Now, I want to stop here for the game. And in order to give myself a good start for tomorrow, I want to eyeball into my Godot project real quick, okay? Give a geezer into it, you know, just give it a little knock, a little touch, right? So it is easier for us to start tomorrow. I'm working on a Tower Survivors clone in Godot. And this is what we have so far. We have the game running. And enemies approaching, and when this fills up, we get new upgrades. Currently, we only have the fireball and the boulder, and we have a way of re-rolling, those two using money, and effectively skipping this timer. What is missing is maybe something we could add in right now, very, very quickly, like an outline for this timer. But maybe we don't need that even. Maybe if we place this correctly, then we don't need it. And so tomorrow I would like to add in a new weapon. Actually, I would like to see what happens if we add in another weapon right now. So you can see right here in the tower we have this weapons array that is basically like a JSON file. You know, it holds a bunch of data. And then an array of upgrades, right? And why is this open? And in adding a new weapon is very simple. We just take this part right here. Copy this. And then we paste it down below. And we have ourselves a new weapon. We could call it Boulder 2. That's it. If everything is done correctly, this is everything we should do or need to do to add in another weapon. That's how I built this system. Now, this is Boulder 2 here, and this is Fireball, okay. The only thing that is concerning to me is that this Boulder 2 exists here, but it's not placed in the third slot. So that leads me to believe that I got unlucky. Or it only gives me... Let me see, how does reroll work? Weapon indices.size. Ah, weapon indices. How many do we have? Where's weapon indices? 4. Okay, we have, yeah, we have those 4 weapon indices. And then weapons.size. Let's see, var. See, like, you see what I did right here, guys? I didn't really want to work on the go.game at all, but we're getting in just this little bit of time that, you know, will spark motivation for tomorrow. This is so important to do. You see how, like, little you only have to do in order to get yourself back into a project? 3, okay. Then why do you not? I only have 2 buttons. I see. Okay, so I only have 2 buttons. So yeah. Okay, so I was wondering why it only showed me 2 upgradable weapons. Well, that's simply because it's only 2 buttons. So that means if we want to add in another button, we just comment this out. And then we have 3 buttons. Let's see if it works. That would be awesome if it works. It works. We have boulder 2, we have the fireball, and we have the boulder. That means it should actually use wait. I can't see if it's firing 2 boulders or not. Which means the attack timer here is 0.5, attack delay is 1 second, attack timer is 0, attack delay is 3.5, and this is 2.5. Wait, if we start at this, doesn't need to be here anymore. If we start at 0.5 and then 2.5, that's 3. How about we start at 2? Then it's faster. It shoots faster than the other one. The music, Sage. What happened to the music? What is the problem with the music, Mr. Almeida? And the boulder 2 starts on a timer of 1 second. Which means they should now all fire at different ones. Dumbledore, it was the scene where Dumbledore died. Oh, really? The Cakes, hey, the resist. Hello there, bro. My man. Awesome. Fuck. Please tell me it shoots. See that? Now the tower shoots 3 different weapons. And now we have to wait for new upgrades before we can do another upgrade again. Cool. Dumbledore was gonna die anyway, so it's okay. Yeah. I'm taking my classes, but that are teaching me C++. Oh, that's cool. AOR Arise. Or is it Aries? Alright, I'm not getting any... Oh, wow, I got so unlucky that it only gave me 1. Oh, because I see. I don't have more upgrades. Okay. Awesome. Cool. Okay, we're going to do one simple change. Change the gold number From white, the text. And from white to yellow. What can you use C++ for? I know you can use it to build games, but what else? Well, you can use it to build something like this. WordPad, it's made in C++. You see how fast that one started? C++ is everything, yeah. It's basically everything. Any application you see, most likely C++. Yep. Yep. So how do we change that? I think the enemy spawns it. Which means... image coin small. Percentage D gold. Yeah, and this is where we want to put in the yellow color. Equals yellow. Can I break this up as well? Does this work? Oh, it does. Cool. Alright, let's see if this works. Now it's yellow. I wonder if orange works as well. Hello, Haskas. How's it going, bro? Muted? Oh, I'm sorry, I pressed the wrong button then, sorry. Why? It's good. Yeah, but why is there such a huge space between this and the text? You see that? That's so stupid. What is Godot doing? No, between... Look. Watch the gold fly. You see how the icon is here and the text is here? What is this? It's typical Godot trash. Why is this happening? Is it counting the spaces between that and the color? Or you think that's what's doing? That's what it is doing? So I have to do it like this? Oh, this is dumb. I suppose. I guess. Well, let's see. Let's see. Maybe it is. Centered. It's supposed to be left aligned to the right of the enemy, so that gold is in a different position than damage. Okay, it was. Actually, it was. Wow, this is so bad. But okay, I guess. Fine. Now, one last thing. The text itself... The style, I would like to outline it. This text here, how do I outline it again? I know it has something to do with every time. Theme overrides, constant.
Gotcha,
yeah, and then outline size, yeah. 2, and the color for the outline is black. Maybe. Or maybe not outline, but... what is the drop shadow background? What is the drop down shadow? Font shadow color? So I guess no outline size. Oh yeah, that looks good. Maybe make it a little transparent. So it's not that obvious. Yeah, I think I like it. That's good enough. Cool, we made a little bit of a stylish change. And then tomorrow we work on content. Tomorrow the content for the game is going to be 1 or 2 more weapons. And then for the C++ game, I will fix or implement 1 more ability. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, this is great. This works. Very nice. Yeah, I think this is good. Now we can visually distinguish those two. And we might change the damage numbers, make them appear on top of the gold or something. We'll have to see. You know, might change the visuals in a way that the damage numbers are always on top or the gold is always on top. It depends. Awesome. I'm very happy with this. This is great. Okay, let me see here. Let me see. Oh, look who it is. Look who it is. I'm pretty sure you guys will like it. There we go. Gonna send you over to Kuviman. Okay. I've got stuff to do, guys. I'm still working on YouTube off stream. And I have to also pick up my wife. Bad timing to come in, lol. Hey, Travis Roman. How's it going? Yeah, I'm gonna be online tomorrow. I will be online earlier tomorrow. Getting back into streaming. Most important part, be consistent. Never stop going big dick. That's what we're gonna do. And expect another game soon. I haven't decided on what we play yet. I know that in Path of Exile there's the Gauntlet as well. I'm eyeballing with that, Hardcore Gauntlet. I don't know how long it will go for. We'll have to see. That could be an interesting one. See how far we can get. You know, maybe a stream for that. Do end boss. And then I also have another idea for Path of Exile. And I also have an idea for Pal World. We'll see. Anyways, I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you guys for joining. I'm gonna send you over to Kuviman. Goodbye, guys. Peace. And then for those on YouTube, thank you guys for watching. I will see you all tomorrow. I hope you had fun.
Hello?
And enjoyed the stream. Thank you guys for staying here and being here. I'll see you all tomorrow.